Welcome to the finale of this series, laying down the hexagonal tiles. So for these, because these were pre-used tiles, I only have a certain amount. I have a set amount. There will be no more once these are utilised. And so I've been oohing and ahhing as to how I'm going to complete this. And initially, I thought I'll do just this area to the left. And then with more tiles, I've gone across the back, and I'll show you that in a moment. In fact, why not show you now? Towards the back, and I have an idea of something I'm going to place back there on the hard standing. And then with a few extra tiles, I've got a few left now. I've done this area here, which I think I'm going to use for this seating. And you might think it's quite close, but the garden is a fair size. And so it's really lovely when the family come out and we are able to just come and sit out and barbecue and chill and enjoy this space. So I'm going to put these set of table and chairs in this hard standing area, I believe, and I have a few more tiles left. So it's a matter of, do I expand this area? Do I make it slightly longer? Decisions. I love that I'm left with decisions in the garden because I can always change my mind. I can. And do you see what I'm trying to do here? I'm not looking for straight lines. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love the shapes that this gives us. You know, the hexagonal shapes. I love the edges that it gives, and I'm definitely intentionally avoiding straight lines. So, but I'm loving the effect of this. I really am. And there I am saying thank you and a thumbs up to this hard work. But we are worth it, aren't we? We are certainly worth it. I love the hexagonal shapes. I really do. So remember as well that anything I do in my garden is what I do in my garden. This is what I do in my garden or our garden. This is not a recommendation for anybody to do anything. This is what I do in my garden, our garden. And so, and I'm not looking for perfection. You know, I could have bought some sand, some cement. One of the comments mentioned about me struggling with the spirit level. I absolutely do sometimes, and other times I just eyeball it. So long as I've got a standing area that hopefully will not allow people to trip over. But I'm loving this project. I really am. Look at the shapes it leaves. Look at the shadows. Look at the trees. Look at the wellness. Look at the bees. Be in nature. Be in nature. The beautiful blue skies, my amazing banana. And I have to give you an update on how everything is growing in the garden. But everything is. Nature is incredible. Oh, I hope you don't want me saying it over and over again. I'm just in awe. When I'm in the garden, I'm just in the best place anybody could ever be. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. If you haven't guessed, I am. This area provides much needed shade when we are experiencing this fabulous weather. It's dry, it's sunny, it's hot here in the UK. And you know what they say, if it's hot, it's hot. Thank you so much for being with me on this journey. I'm so pleased with the job. Like I said, it started off with just a few of these hexagonal, oh gosh, you try saying it, hexagonal. Oh my gosh, I think the heat has got to me. Hexagonal, there you go, hexagonal. Say that, say hexagonal. I can't speak. It started off anyway, as you know what I'm trying to say. It started off with these I really can't speak. Hexagonal. Oh my gosh. It started off with these hexagonal, oh my goodness. Well, you know, I'll either keep this in or I'll edit it. So either way, or I might cut it out and put it at the end as a blooper. Hexagonal. Oh my gosh. Hexagonal. Yes, so it started off with these hexagonal. So this project started off with me sourcing these amazing hexagonal patio slabs. Not knowing where I was going to place them in the garden, but I knew they were going to be in my garden. And yes, because they are hexagonal, they remind me of the beehives or the bee cones that they make. So look, this is the project. I'm so grateful you have been with me on this journey and I'm loving it, really am. I wasn't 100% sure where I was going to place them. I was not 100% sure what the shape would look like, but I started off by just laying that first tile, as you saw, and then I laid as many as I needed to get to the first stage, and you were with me all of that way, and I'm so grateful. And I have now continued to give me this area behind me, and I'm really hoping that you appreciate the work that has gone into this. But I could not have done this without you. So I'm grateful that you've been there. Thank you so much. At this stage, it has come to an organic end, which means it could change. You know me, I'm always up for change. Change is good. But for now, I want you to see what I have created with your support in this space here. Oh, quiet. Shh, you've got to approach gently. Really quiet. There's a robin. Hello, Robin. This is my gift. This is a beautiful gift. We have a beautiful robin here. I'm just sat and observing. Who wouldn't want to? But in all honesty, I've had a couple of robins come here, more than a couple of robins come here and just keep me company. But here we have it, the finished project as of this moment. You can see the leaves here in this particular tree, offering much needed shelter. Ooh, much needed shelter in this area. This deep burgundy I really adore, and the burgundy here continues in the planting pot, and also actually with the hookeras to the side and some of the plants that are in this planter here. But to my right, as my gloves on the table, we have the stone effect table, and to my left we have the metal table, and they are both very welcome in the garden and both underneath the two contrasting trees. This is the magnolia, this side is the magnolia, and you've seen them before. I've showed you them when they were in full blossom. The blossoms have all gone and we've got the leaves, and then we have the deep red burgundy. And what it creates in this space actually is, on a sunny day, just like we have today, it's created a space, but also some shelter, so that on a sunny day, such as today, we can come out here and enjoy the garden, but also appreciate natural shade. No umbrellas needed, no pergola needed. We have just created ourselves this space here, which is absolutely Beautiful. I hope you'll agree. Please do keep watching. I have some other projects lined up, but in the meantime, I just wish you well. Keep well. Keep well. We'll just finish off with our robin right there in the corner. And I totally understand for those of you who asked, would I be taking the tiling all the way to the edge? I totally understand. Thank you for taking the time to leave me those messages. I was very limited on how many tiles I had, and I wanted to make the best of the spaces, but also make it functional in that I really did need to find a hard standing area for these tables, for the table and chairs here. And so I've compromised on some level. And remember, perfection is not my game. That's not for me. It's certainly for others if that's what they choose to do. But in my garden, I'm looking for solutions all the time. And I literally have 3 more tiles back here, which I'm going to utilize. But besides those 3 tiles, I have a couple of half tiles here that I may utilize. But other than that, I'm done. I have no more tiles, and I have no intention of getting any more of these. I don't think there are any more available of these particular ones because these were pre-used. And these little gaps here, I think I will finish those off with just some shingle, as they call it. I'll finish off with some shingle to go towards the back of the wood. I think that's how I would like it to look, to be honest. I'm not looking for perfection, and nor did I want to have straight lines. This was intentional with the hexagonal shape. Look at that, I'm very posh now. I know how to say the word hexagonal all of a sudden, because I just didn't want there to be just straight lines. I like the fact that it goes in and out and creates different shapes and shadows. So hopefully you approve. And I'm really hoping that just watching me do this project in the garden has allowed you to be with me and enjoy as well. I'm always looking for ways to be creative in the garden, and this is one of those times. Using a stainless steel sink as a plant holder and a plant display unit. Why not? Keeping with the kitchen theme, i.e. the sink, why not have an old kettle to store some flowers? Why not? Time for a quick and well-deserved break. I'm having some exotic fruits. They taste incredible, and they're giving me the energy I need to complete this task. This one here is Mangosteen, a tropical fruit. The flavour, oh, it's hard to describe. You'll have to go and buy yourself some. Oh, I definitely recommend it. And this one here, dragon fruit. Both of them are incredible. The tastes are really just so amazing. Hard to describe. If you've never had them before, consider trying them. And if you have, please leave a note in the comments below and tell me how you would describe either of these. Mangosteen and dragon fruit. Which is your favourite? I love them both. They're both incredible. I'll be using some of these pebbles and rocks to fill out some of the gaps around the hexagonal tiles. I collected these from a previous project when I was doing the raised metal beds. If you haven't seen that video, do be sure to have a look. Last tile. Thank you so much for being with me through this whole journey, from the very first tile all the way around the very last one. Job done. I'm given the Prunus cerasifera, also known actually as a cherry plum. Only a very light prune, and it's really just to increase the height when we're walking underneath this tree. As I've said already, it's a fabulous tree, and it gives not only the shade, the colour, but also the edible fruits as well. As they say with pruning, it's a little bit like building. You measure twice, you cut once. So I need to make sure that the parts I want to prune out are indeed the ones I want to prune out. Putting the finishing touches to this particular project. It feels very much like one of those TV programs where the clock is ticking and there's a deadline and you've got to get out. It's not really like that here. There's no deadline. I'm planting some more strawberries. I love strawberries. We love strawberries here. I've already planted out so many in our metal raised beds. I planted out some bare root strawberries, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll see if I can put a link up here and then invite you to go and watch that video too. Nothing beats picking organic fresh strawberries on a warm summer's day. And there we have it, the finale. Have you enjoyed watching this video? I do hope so. If so, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. You're welcome to leave me a comment and I will get back to you. Which part of this area do you like the most? Have you planted strawberries out this season? What do you make of the mixed herbs, or should I say herbs? Using the sink as a planter, is that a good idea or not? I'm sure you'll leave me a comment below. Feel free to do so. At this time of year, there's a lot of background noise, sometimes incredibly loud, drowns us out. And I know you want to hear what I have to say. That's why I'm doing this voiceover. I hope you're okay with that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. In the meantime, keep well.